You're asking, why are we housing illegal aliens in Chandler hotels?
Yes, I am. Yeah, I'm full of questions, and the administration is not really forthcoming with answers. So why are we not doing anything on the border? It seems to me that if you want to not house people in all over the country, send them all over the country who are here illegally, maybe what you'd do is you would get operational control of your border, but they won't go there. They won't go there.
I think the reason why they won't go there, Congressman, is because they actually want this. I mean, we saw something very similar to this during the Obama administration, where they were setting up facilities like Southwest Key here in the great state of Arizona, and buying out different facilities. Now, so many people coming across. We got Artuki. Now we also have Chandler, in which they're housing these illegals, giving them 3 catered meals a day, access to the pool, of course, for the children, education. They're giving them health care, vaccinations, and lawyers. I mean, what we're watching here is the fundamental transformation of our nation under the Biden administration.
Well, that's exactly right. So when you say that this is deliberate and not accidental, that's exactly right. And someone I was talking to over the weekend said, "Oh, we think it's just incompetence." It's not incompetence. They ran on an open border. This is exactly what an open border looks like. When one of the polling agencies says that they think there's another 42 million people from around the world that would like to come in illegally, we're going to give them the benefits. And I shouldn't say we. The Biden administration is going to give them the benefits. This is what they wanted. And you throw that together with H.R. 1, and you understand exactly. And H.R. 1 is the election fraud deal where they want to give votes to everybody. You understand why they want to do it. They believe that these people coming in, that they're going to give amnesty to in just a year or two, will be able to vote. And if they can get H.R. 1 through. So that's where they are today, and that's what's happening. And it's a takeover of the government. You said it's a complete remaking. You're exactly right. They're trying to push us right off of freedom in America and turn us into Venezuela and a totalitarian state.
You talk about H.R. 1. Of course, that's when they're trying to lock in all of the methods that they used to take the election in 2020, from mail-in ballots and, all of the craziness. We're trying to federalize the election, basically. If they were able to do this, of course, that is the change that they're looking for. That's what we're going to, if that happens, we won't be elected again in this country. How close are they to pulling that off, Congressman?
Oh, they're actually really close, because it's just actually Kyrsten Sinema and Manchin who are standing in the way. So if Joe Manchin and Kyrsten Sinema, those 2 Democrat senators, were to say, let's get rid of the filibuster, which is the 60-vote rule, let's get rid of that, then it becomes a 50-50 vote and probably passes out of the Senate, becomes law. That's how close it is. We are hanging by a thread there on that.
I know that Joe Manchin has said that he is standing firm. He's not going to blow up the Senate. I have heard that Kyrsten Sinema, Senator Sinema, is saying the same thing, and I know that you're good friends with her. So please give her our love, Congressman.
I will.
Our encouragement. No, have you heard? I think that the Biden administration, they're talking about they're considering planting trees in order to stem the crisis at the border. Is there any truth to that method?
Not as far as I can tell. That would at least be a policy. That would be their most forward-thinking policy on the border. They have no policies on the border, JC. This what they are talking about is giving hundreds of millions of dollars down to Guatemala, as if that's going to change things. That will not change things. There's 140 different countries that come into our country illegally every year. They have no plans. No plans.
Wow. Congressman, we have Congressman Andy Biggs in the center ring of the conservative circus. Have you been invited for the Biden, what are they calling it, joint Congress session tonight?
Yeah, the snooze fest. Yes, I have been invited.
Oh.
I have been invited.
Okay, you going?
Well, yeah, of course. I mean, look. I look at it this way. It's my job. It's my duty. It's kind of a constitutional thing. He should report. He's supposed to report to the Congress either in writing or orally. But James T., how often do you get a chance to sit in the same room with this guy when he's a bunker guy? He stays in hiding, won't go out. How often do you get to be in the same room with perhaps the worst president in American history?
So so this is an opportunity. You just can't pass this one up. This is going to be written about, and you're going to be able to say, I was there.
How do you say no to that? I mean, really.
That's an excellent point. Excellent point. Congressman Andy Biggs, I just have one more for you. What's up with John Kerry? This information about the leaking on Israel, we knew that he was violating the law by negotiating with Iran even before the Trump administration, even before the elections. Should he just go away, or should he be jailed or tried as a traitor?
He should be jailed, I think. I mean, look, if this proves to be true, that is treasonous. So I've asked that immediately that the administration remove his security clearance. The guy needs to be fired. Security clearance needs to go. Full investigation needs to go on, and then let the chips fall where they may. But if he's doing that, if he's providing information to Iran that is classified, and Iran is an enemy to the U.S., I mean that seems to me like that's pretty treasonous, right?
It seems to me that the double standards keep continuing, that we have a two-tier justice system, maybe even a three-tier justice system, one for the elite, one for illegals, and the rest of it is for us, and we're the ones that get punished. I know that a lot of people who are out at January the 6th are being put on no-fly lists. They're being held in jail on charges that don't warrant 3 or 4 months. They are not being allowed to, or being kicked off of platforms. I mean, the censorship is going forward under the Biden administration. Congressman, what can be done, or what are our Republicans doing in Congress to address this?
What's being done, first of all, what's happening to these people is this is Orwellian. They're being erased. That's what the left is trying to do. They're trying to erase them. At the same time, getting back to your theme real quickly, the rioters all over this country, they're not even making arrests. I just did a committee hearing, and they're just still investigating the destruction of all of the stuff in Minneapolis with regard to the Minnehaha postal service, the station that was there. So what we should be doing is if we could get our Democrat colleagues to be reasonable, is to bring in these officials. We should be demanding minority hearings. I need my leadership to do that. They need to demand minority hearings and bring in these officials and demand that they explain why they're focusing on January 6th as opposed to months after months of violent rioting being done by professional rioters everywhere.
Yes, it's an excellent question.